Evernote. One of the great things about it is you can keep your information digitally, so you don't have to find the paper. You don't have to, go searching for the one little bit of paper. You can just do a search, just like you do a Google search. You can search within Evernote to find that piece of information that you left there. Okay, how it interfaces with other applications that you use. Yeah, because Evernote integrates with a lot of other apps. You can quickly and easily send things into Evernote. So if you click, share or save inside of an app, then it's really easy to have one of those options be to send it into Evernote. And that's one reason why it's really important in Evernote to set up an inbox in Evernote, so that you don't have to, every time you put something into Evernote, feel like immediately you have to put it into the right place. You need an inbox in Evernote, just like you have an inbox, or should have an inbox, for mail and notes and other things that come in, where you say, okay, I know I have to deal with this, but I'm going to wait until my reserved time and just batch process is what it's called, where you just go through and do similar tasks and you just organize things all at once instead of doing each one individually. It's a great way to save time. So you need an inbox in Evernote. So then I do it about once a week during my weekly review. I just go through and empty the inbox. Everything that I've collected during the week, I've just dumped into Evernote. Except for those things, like today I saved an article. A friend sent me a really interesting personality article, which I wanted to save for later. And so I used the Evernote clip. It's right in my Chrome browser, and I will show you how to install that definitely within the Evernote course that I'm doing. And so I could just push that button, and it knew what this article was about, and said, oh, do you want this in your personality notes folder? And I said, yes, I do. And so that one's I'm not going to have to file that one away manually. It's just in my notes where I want them and where I can find them when I want to go browse and geek out on personality stuff. It's going to be there for me. So Evernote is great for just storing information. Right now, this is probably the time of year where you might be learning or researching curriculum or scheduling tips, or just tips and tricks for next school year, or vacation ideas for the summer. And Evernote is a great place to store things. Another thing I have stored in Evernote are different vacation packing lists from previous years. So when we it starts getting time to plan a vacation, I can go through and say, all right, last time, what did I pack? And you can remember. It's good to go in afterwards and make notes to yourself, like, this was good, I wish I'd done this differently. Then those notes are there. But at least I have a starting point, and I'm not starting from scratch with a blank list that says, okay, what did we pack again? I can start from a previous list that I already made and have some experiences and some memories about, and say, okay, so, 2 long sleeve shirts, a pair of shorts, 3 t-shirts, per person, and go through and make those lists. Or say, all of our vacations, we take our own food. So I can go through, all right, what did we plan to eat on the vacation, and what did I buy here, and what did we buy there, and all of that information, because I make the plan and keep the plan in Evernote, I can just go back and look at it. And that makes it really, really handy, because I can keep all that information, but it's not taking up extra space, and I'm not misplacing those papers. Hey, Courtney. So I can use Evernote and just keep everything, dump everything, brain dump information into Evernote, and know that I can find it when I want it. So I could just put that information into there. Yes, definitely the online memory and brain, because it can keep that information, and it can even keep handwritten notes. I don't know if you know this, but you can use your phone or whatever to take a picture of even handwritten notes, and Yes, the web clipper, there you go, during the weekly review. That weekly review is really important. So if you take a picture of your handwritten notes, it takes a little bit of time. It has to go to the internet servers in a queue, and it comes back. But when it's saved into your notes, those Evernote servers, when they're saving it or whatever, they OCR scan it. So that means optical character recognition. So they scan your handwritten notes and save, whatever metadata or whatever, so that you can search something like personality or homeschooling or whatever, and it will find even where you've handwritten those words if you've taken a picture of those notes. So, because I still think it's a lot more effective to handwrite notes. Like I just went to a conference last week, and I have an iPad, and I could have taken, little tapped on my lap little notes, but I just think it's better for my mind, and I can take better notes because I can draw arrows or whatever. I prefer to take notes with pen and paper. But then I have these, random papers from years and years all collected in a jumble. But if I put those notes, if I take a picture of those notes and put it into Evernote, then it's filed away and I can even search for it. So I search something like, didn't I hear something one time about joy at home? I can put joy home and it pulls up everything that I've even handwritten those words onto. So Evernote is great. Even if you do prefer to handwrite things, Evernote still makes a great storage spot for those things. So yes, I went to a one-day Femina conference in Moscow, Idaho with Nancy Wilson and her daughters and daughter-in-law, and it was a lot of fun. So it was just 4 about 40-minute sessions about organizing our attitude, basically. I feel like often I rip them off on my own content, but it's just a way, my writing is really a way for me to process a lot of the things that I've learned from them. So it was great to just go get a refresher. So Evernote is awesome. I love it for storing things, for, I'm still not very good at it, but I have a journal folder where I can keep a little journal at night, and, it's just easier to type out those notes real quick for me than to handwrite, because I do handwrite more slowly. And yes, it is a great place to just think of it as your filing cabinet, not even as an app where you necessarily keep things and you're in it all the time as your planner, but just as your filing cabinet. You can use it like a planner. I prefer to use it as a more of a reference and a filing cabinet, and I don't know if this is still a thing, but when I was starting homemaking, this year is our 15th anniversary, we made, okay, yes, I will get to that. We made homemaking binders, my friends and I that got married, back in 2001, homemaking binders. And, it had, keep this information and make sure you have this information and write out these lists and keep this medical information or wardrobe notes or what size everyone is wearing, which really feels pointless to write down because it changes so quickly. So writing it down didn't help, because when did I write that down? Are they still those size? So, but it's kind of that idea of having this homemaking binder where you have that information at hand. And the great thing about Evernote, yes, they were, you have that information that you want, but it's not this big, hefty binder or planner. You can multiply the information and it's still just your phone or your, an iPod Touch or a tablet or anything, whatever little device you have, or a laptop. All right, they're still around. That's I don't know, I think I was on my 6th or 7th homemaking binder when I decided to try to move more digitally, and there was nothing out there on that, and that's when I wrote Paperless Home Organization, which was my Simplified Dinners was my very first. ebook, and paperless home organization was second. And so this Evernote course is really like an update to that paperless home organization. It has a lot of things that still work, but the program looks different. So I'm going to redo the screenshots and just walk you through setting it up. Courtney helped me make a beginner set up Evernote for your homemaking little freebie guide. It's like 3 or 4 pages, maybe 5 pages that she formatted for me. And when you register for the free, yes, I should link to that too, because that is, that's a perfect example too. Yes, so if Evernote seems scary to you, and it's easy for it to seem scary because it's like this big blank empty canvas and there are so many options and it doesn't really help you use it. It's more like this wide open thing and it doesn't tell you what to do with it. So you're like, I don't know what I should be doing. So this course I'm going to be doing starting Monday. You're going to get 1 email a day for 6 days, so Monday through Saturday, and each one is going to have 1 or 2 screencast videos of me actually doing it so you can see what it looks like and how I do it, and I'm talking through it while I'm screencasting, and also just bulleted lists. So you could say, okay, do this, do this, do this. Not a whole ton of text to get lost in, but just really straightforward and streamlined. These are the steps you take to set up your Evernote, to get your information into it, and then to use it and make it really helpful to your life. So, all right. So, if you want to sign up for that course, and you do get the free guide I already have that Courtney helped me make, called Setting Up Your Evernote for Homeschooling, because I have a ton of posts on Simply Convivial about using Evernote for homeschooling, and a lot of that content's going to find its way into the course, because why reinvent the wheel? So you're going to get some of that information over again if you've seen that, but it's just going to be in a really streamlined format where it's going to be very clear on what to do first, second, third. And I just hope that it will help you feel more confident in using Evernote and less overwhelmed, because it is really easy to feel overwhelmed with Evernote. So you can find that information at simplifiedorganization.com/Evernote, you know, the little slanted slash, or simplifiedorganization.com/watch. That's where all my Periscope replays are. And on the top right now is the sign up for the Evernote course. It's free until April 20th. So you can sign up, and when if you signed up it starts on the 18th, but if you sign up on the 19th or 20th, then you'll just start the emails that day. You'll start with day 1 still, and it'll go through for 6 days. But after the 20th, I'm going to take down the registration, and I'm going to rework the material after it's run its course, and then it'll probably be a paid mini course, kind of like Simplified Emails was, which that was a lot of fun. I hope you were able to join me for that one, and this one is going to be similar. So you can find that. I'm going to turn this back around so you can see the domain, and it's simplifiedorganization.com/Evernote. So right there, Simplified Organization. It's long, but it's pretty basic. And so you can go to /Evernote or /watch, and you can find out how to sign up for that. And you can also, it has graphics, so you can share it on Facebook or on Pinterest and get some friends doing it with you. That would be a lot of fun. It's free to sign up. Starts on Monday, and I hope you can make it, and I hope